Hey guys, Mal the Train Tutor back in the studio and back with a bit of a product overview for you. In this product overview we're going to be looking at the 3D scroll table from Hotwire Phone Factory. Now if you've never heard of these guys, their tools are actually quite a bit of a regular on the channel, yeah? You will have certainly seen me get this box out plenty of times, and no doubt you've seen me working with their hot tools. But this is one of their sort of top end sort of professional scroll tables. Now for a long time I've been using this scroll table, which is one of their hobby scroll tables, and it's been a workhorse in the studio. But they sent me this ages ago, and I mean ages ago, probably over a year, and it got put in a box and then it got buried on my shelf of loss, because once it goes on the shelf of loss, trying to dig it back out is a bit of a challenge. Yeah, I'll get a photo for you. Anyway, so we've got we've got the scroll table here, and it's a bit of a setup. It works, but it's got a large circular base. Yeah, it stands on its own 2 feet sort of thing. So if I very quickly, yeah, you can see the feet there. Yeah, so it's nice and stable. It's got an upright bar here, so this sort of joiner here, yeah, and then a beam across here. Now, why that is important is because it allows you to adjust the angle of the wire. Yeah, so you can not only do normal cuts with this, but you can do angle cuts quite easily. Yeah, and I'm going to show you what I mean. But before we go into it, quick talk about wires itself. Now, if you come down, obviously I've got the thinnest wire on here. No, it's not on. I'm not burning my fingers. Yeah, obviously hot tools. Watch your fingers. Yeah, they're hot. Mr. Obvious here. Yeah, obviously we've got a thin wire there. It works with a lot of their wires. So they've got the ultrafine wire for fine cuts. They've got the thicker, heavy duty wire, yeah, for really heavy duty work. Remember, when you put electricity through a wire, it gets slacker, it sort of expands. So the heavy duty wires are really good if you're really banging out a lot of work. If you want to do some precision work, the thin wires for quick cuts, really good. And what I mean by quick cuts is a couple of minutes. I can spend hours working on one of these things. So, you know, the heavier wire is better for that sort of stuff. But not only have they got the heavier wires, let me move those out of the way, but they've also got the router wires. Now I use the freehand router quite a lot. These are really good, and I'll demo these up in a little while. But these allow you to cut various sort of, imagine sandstone and that sort of stuff on cliff faces and inside the caverns and all that sort of stuff. So really funky. And then on top of that, they come with these. Now these are their ribbon cutters. Okay, they work really well with expanded polystyrene, but you've got to go really slow with the high density stuff. And the reason being is that if you look at them, they're sort of flat there, but it's like a blade, it's not actually a wire. And so what happens is that as you're pushing your phone through, yeah, if you go too quick, you buckle it. So although this ribbon can cut really nice fine, and it can also be shaped, yeah, much like the router wire, okay, you've got to be really careful when you push your phone through, because it's a sort of a blade. Yeah, you can sort of twist it and then it'll change your cut slightly. So with all hot tools, as I always say, go with the material, okay? And what I mean by that is look at your wire, make sure that it's melting it and it's not dragging through. The moment you see your wire sort of like bending to one side, you're pushing it through too quick and you're deforming your cut. So go steady with them. Now, the Hotwire scroll table, it is one of their professional bits of kit, which means you need one of their professional adapters, power supplies. For UK folks and European folks, you'll need an adapter because it comes with a US plug and a transformer. They do supply them, I think. Yeah, check their website. I know this one came with everything I need. I didn't need to buy anything for it. So what else does it come with? Well, it comes with this, okay? And this is essentially a traveling guard. So what you can do is you can throw it on there, yeah, pull that out a bit, come on, yeah, throw that down. You would tighten it up, okay, and it's adjustable so it'll fit no matter where it fits on the circle. And then obviously you can just pass your phone through and do straight cuts. really easy, which is what we're going to do. So I'll tighten this up, back in a sec. So I've tightened on the travelling bar. Yeah, it's all nice and straight. It's already smoking, which is a good sign that, you know, it's ready to cut. And I can just slide my foam along. And obviously, as I said, you've got to go with the foam. So, we'll skip forward. And there we go. And if I bring it up, beautiful precision cuts every single time. If you're wondering what those holes are, this was a bit of polystyrene that I had some cocktail sticks with some troops on to sort of prime it. Yeah, so that's what they are anyway. But perfect cuts. Now your mouse may turn around and say, yeah, but Mel, what happens if my polystyrene isn't regular and I can't slide it along this guide? Well, the guys at Hot Wire Foam Factory have thought about that as well. And they've got this. Now this is a travelling sheath, and to show you very quickly, yeah, you can see it's got sort of a bar there, okay? It's also got holes in. Now these holes take nails. I've got one here. Let me slide that in and up. Pop, pop, pop. Let's do it through that one. And another one. Yeah, so very quickly. Yeah, you've got 2 nails in there. I'll have to move this back. So all set up. I've got my 2 nails in there, and also I've dropped this down just a little and I've moved this back, which means that the wire is actually angled now. And you can set it at any angle you want. It will adjust all the way down. I can get it to about 20 degrees. If you need it lower than 20 degrees, flip your foam, yeah, and sort of cut it at the other end so it's sort of higher up, if you know what I mean. But with regards to, you don't even need to make sure that your foam is regular to slide it along here because of this traveller. So if I do that, it's not even on the traveller. I can put that on there, and then all I need to do is very quickly just come along, switch it on, and slide it along. Back in a sec. There we go. And if I pull that back up, yeah, show you on that camera, yeah, an angle beveled cut. Easy, precise, using the slide, didn't even need to touch the other bit because as you saw, it was held in by those nails. And there's quite a few nails on here, so you can hold it in different places, but that's not all. If I take one of these nails out, so there's only one nail, the foam can pivot round it. So if I get this block, yeah, and what I'll do is, first I need to put that there. Yeah, it comes with this retaining clip. Okay, so what you can do is dead simple. You need to force this on because it's quite tight. And then all you have to do is just dead simple come along with your foam. And then what you can do is spin it. And there we go. Take that off. There you are. Perfectly round, perfectly smooth. There you go, sorry guys. But you can see that, yeah? So, not only will it do angle cuts, but it can do circles and it can do angle cuts on a circle. But what it can do with the thin wire, it can also do with the router blade and it can do with the ribbon blade, okay? So it's quite a versatile bit of kit. Now, let me show you the router blade. Give me a sec, get this set up. So that's the router blade attached, and as you can see how I've sort of bent it a bit, yeah, making it a little bit iggledy-piggledy. Silent H, guys. Right, next job, I'm just going to put this HD foam through. Now, the router wire is quite thick, which means it will take a while to heat up and it will be a slower burn to cut through. So I'll start this and then we'll come back to it once I'm reaching the other end. It's already smoking. Yeah, and so off we go down the guide. And there we go. Out it comes. Yeah, and look at that. Yeah. Perfect for large cavern walls. I mean, imagine if you inverted it so it was concave, yeah, and then you just went along with, say, 2 inches or 4 inches of foam along, cut out the inside of a cavern. It'd be so, you know when you see like the cavern pillars and they're almost like apple cores? So easy. I mean, literally so easy. And a lot more precise than using the freehand router. I find when I'm using the freehand router, I get a lot of wire bend, to be truthful, because I'm not disciplined enough. Ooh, let me switch that off, because Mal's going to have wide eyes if I carry on like this. But I'm not that disciplined enough to go slow enough with it. So I get a sort of a wire bend and it misshapes the cut. But this, look at that. That's really nice work. Once again, the holes are from the cocktail sticks, guys. Don't worry about that. Now remember, yeah, because of the Traveller with the nail in it. Yeah, watch for the nails as well, guys. Because of the Traveller with the nail in it, what I can do along the guide, I can also do rotating. Yeah, so I can make spirals and that sort of stuff. And you can make spirals out of this. It's in the instructions. Every attempt I've had a go, I'm hands up here. It's going to take you some practice, guys, but I've seen it done. I've seen videos of it done. There's a DVD where they show it and that sort of stuff, so it is doable. Yeah, I just can't do it. But you can still do the rotation with this. You can do the freehand, which means knocking up caverns, knocking up all sorts of interesting and organic terrain, such as alien stuff. On top of that, with the circular stuff, the fact that you can curve this into a curve simply by bending the wire around a can or something like that means that those nice round dome sort of shaped buildings that we see on certain 40k tables, you know, the fishmen, yeah, those guys, yeah, easy peasy, guys. Now there is only one last attachment I would like to show you on this, which is the ribbon one. But caveat, Mel is not the best at using the ribbon one. Okay, so let me get it set up. We'll come back and I'll show you how that works. So I've got my ribbon on. Yeah, I put a block of foam onto the Traveller with a single pin so it can rotate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first slide up here. Yeah, and the blade will cut nicely, but you got to go slow. You see what I mean? And then, once I'm roughly middle, I'm just going to start rotating it. Now I've got to go slow, so I will see you in a minute, guys. And there we go. So if I slide that out, yeah, bring that round. Yeah, you can see the wave effect from that blade. That's what I mean about, even when I was going so slowly, I'm still struggling, but that will be sanded off. But immediately you can see, I've got to get right on that camera on there. I'll get there eventually. You can see the sort of, the bevels you can get and all that sort of stuff. Big eyes. So, not only can it do precision cuts, precision round cuts, precision cuts on the bend, do all that, do the routing stuff, routing on the straight, routing via the Traveller, routing circular, spirals, conicals, the blade type. Do you know what, guys? I am going to have so much fun with this. And I'll be perfectly honest, yeah, after a couple of hours, yeah, with no ventilation in this room, Mel's going to be a very, very happy chap. So remember, these fumes aren't the best for you guys. So to be perfectly honest, I'm going to have to step outside and ventilate if I'm perfectly honest. Otherwise, my eyes are going to be like circles in the snow. But absolutely wonderful bit of kit. Yeah, big upgrade on the hobby one. Yeah, it's taken all the functionality that I had with things like the hand router. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. Yeah, my standard cutter. And there's no way I can do the circular cuts, the precision cuts and all that sort of stuff on the hobby table. So this is a game changer for me. It's a really good bit of kit. Now I know there are other cutter tools on the market, but I haven't seen any with the routers and that sort of stuff and this sort of functionality, especially that spiral stuff. You know, there's a lot of potential with that sort of stuff. So, yeah, if you are looking to up your foam cutting game, I really do highly recommend one of these, yeah. I've been having some great fun with it, learning it and figuring it all out. Every time I do something with it, I'll work out that, you know, something else I can use it for and that sort of stuff. And what turned out to be a quick check, yeah, is like, right, I need to find space on the shelf for this so I don't even take it down. It's going there, yeah, because it is really a good bit of kit. As I said, as always, Hot Tools, watch your fingers, watch the fumes and watch the nail, eh? Yeah, and in the meantime, guys, obviously, if you've got any questions or comments or experience, get them down in the comments. Obviously, like it, share it as always, guys. And if you find these sort of videos helpful along with the tutorials and everything else, yeah, remember there's Patreon somewhere on the screen, and there'll be a PayPal link if you'd like to do a donation, one-off donation down below. And there's also the Amazon wish list if you'd like to get me something specific for the studio. And in the meantime, there's videos and all that sort of stuff. So I will see you soon. All the best, yeah? Ta-da.